Good morning to everybody. How are you? David Ito Healing here. I am streaming from upstate New York today, so I'm no longer in the city. Welcome. I hope you are all well. So today is restorative yoga. So for those of you who have never taken a restorative class at all or with me, let me just say a few words about it. Within yoga, there's many modalities, many types of styles of execution. All of them lead towards the same thing, which is connection to oneself, connection to the divine, connection to our higher self. So the difference between restorative yoga and vinyasa yoga, hatha yoga, is basically how we go about our movement, how we go about the combination of movements with breath, with mindfulness. So in restorative yoga, what basically we use is props. We use props to go into the asanas or into the stretches. And we do this passively, so we use our own body weight to go into them. So it is not a forceful, it is not a very vigorous practice at all. All right, so I want to say hello to the people who have already signed in, and James is here. Good morning, James. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Please go into the chat box and tell me if you have any issues, any pain issues, or even any areas in your body that you'd like me to cover. All right, and for those of you who are watching me as a class replay, hello and good morning or good evening to you. Please visit my website, David Ito Healing, and especially for those who are watching as a free class replay, please consider donating any amount. The information to donate for my classes is readily available in my website, daviditohealing.com. All right, so let's see what James has to say. Lower back strain. All right, let's do that. Let's wait. Well, we're not going to wait any longer, but there might be more people joining us, and then they can also tell us what is going on with them. All right, so let's all meet. Let's all start in a cross-legged position. So as you can see me, I am sitting on a bolster, so please go grab either a bolster or a firm cushion. We're going to be using this throughout the class today. All right, so once you found your bolster, let's come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's start closing our eyes. And let's start tuning inwards. Let's start breathing in. And noticing the quality of our breath, noticing how we are today, noticing any subtle information that the body is sending us. Can you start body scanning? And as we focus in our breath, as we notice the subtle sensations that come along with the breath, as our belly expands with the inhale, we're able to notice maybe other kinds of subtle sensations, information. The reason why we body scan the first thing in our class is because that information will be used to modify our practice. This is part of restorative, yin, hatha, ashtanga, whatever practice you do. It's so important to start tuning inwards to make sure that we do not injure our bodies and we are aware of our limitations today. Our bodies are different every day. All right. right, we're going to start just doing some gentle movements with our arms before we go into the stretches. So follow me like the screen. I'm stretching my arms outwards, palm facing up. Inhale, start to lift your arms above the head. Inhale deeply. Exhale the arms down onto the floor. We're going to continue like this for a few breaths. So inhale the arms up. Fill up your belly. Exhale, palms facing down. Continue like this at your own pace. Just very subtle movements, noticing your spine, noticing your shoulders, noticing any tightness. Inhale, arms up. Exhale the hands down. 2 more like this at your own pace. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Next time we inhale, our arms up. High inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist towards the right. One hand outside the thigh, the other on the floor behind you. Lift the neck, lift the spine. Inhale. Exhale, gentle twist towards the right. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Few more like this on your own. Noticing the effect of the twist, the spinal twist, on your spine, on your abdomen, your intestines, lowering your shoulders away from the ears. On the next inhale, hands up high, prayer. Exhale, twist towards the other side, the left side. One hand outside your knee, the other behind your back on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. 2 more like this on your own. Close your eyes if you haven't done so. Beautiful. The next inhale, arms up high, prayer. Exhale the prayer down through the midline. All right. We are going onto the floor and we're getting on our knees for a moment. We are going to use the bolster, all right? And let's put it sideways, so the tall way. And we're going to place it underneath our chest. We're going to place it underneath our torso. We're going to use it as a belly and chest rest. Then bring your face to one side, maybe the side that is where you can see the screen, as you continue to relax all your body weight onto the bolster. Can you relax your head, your neck, your shoulders? Your knees are wide, wider than your hips. Your shoulders are relaxed. Continue to notice the effect of gravity on your body. Breathing into your belly, sides of the body. You should feel some stretching in the hips. If this is not challenging for you at all, you might want to widen your knees a little bit more. Or you might want to flatten the cushion, the bolster on the floor. So just bringing the cushion, the bolster flat on the floor and then coming down once again. The idea here is that we find a position where we can stay for a few minutes. That is good to stretch the lower back, the middle of the back, as well as our hips.
Can you relax your shoulders away from each other? Can you relax your elbows away from each other a little bit more as you lengthen your neck a little bit more? Let's all breathe into the side body, noticing how the space between the rib cage, between the ribs, expands with every inhale, relaxing the intercostal muscles. Can you relax your belly, the abdomen, the pelvic floor? Once you start to get a little bit more comfortable, maybe you want to widen your knees a little bit more to get deeper hip stretch, deeper hip opening. Can you relax your neck a little bit more? Is there one more muscle you can relax? Breathing into your belly, the sides and the back. We call this 360 breathing. Using the breath, the diaphragm, to push down on the intestines. As we massage the intestines, we also help to detoxify the body, to remove all the waste that the body does not need. Breathing into any tight areas. Sending the breath to those areas to help you relax a little bit more. When we take deep inhales, when we exhale, the body surrenders. And when doing that, it allows you to go deeper into the stretch. Keep modifying your knees, your elbows, widening as your body slowly molds into this posture. You still want to keep challenging yourself a little bit. We're going to use our arms to lift up the chest just for a moment as we turn around the head to face the other way. I'm going to keep looking towards the camera, but you can bring the other cheek down. And once again, notice maybe this side is different. Maybe this side is a little tighter or less tight. We are not symmetrical. Our neck is not symmetrical. We can always stretch better towards one side than the other. Once again, find that knee widening, that shoulder widening that allows you to continue to relax safely, gently, kindly to yourself. Close your eyes if you haven't done so. Keep noticing the sensation, especially in this position, when we relax the ribs, the rib muscles, the intercostal muscles. That allows us to breathe towards the sides. Often when we're folding forward, it's difficult to breathe as we normally do, which is forward. So we need to find alternative ways to breathe. And this is possible when we relax the muscles around the chest, around the rib cage, on the sides and the back. few more breaths here. Keep tuning inwards. When we focus on the sensations of the body, we're able to distract the mind, we're able to calm the mind, and stay here in the present, in the here and now. So constant body scanning with the help of the breath, the sensations of the breath, allows us to stay here present, to control the monkey mind, to bring some soothing calmness to our minds, knowing that we're probably going to be busy the rest of the day. All right, let's bring our hands onto the floor and slowly push ourselves up. All right, probably your hips are already asking for a break. So let's remove the bolster just for one moment. And we're going to stretch out our legs forward. And let's just windshield wiper, moving the knees and the feet side to side just for a moment. Noticing how this releases any tension that there might have accumulated in the hip joints. Just a few more times. Now we're going to bring the bolster underneath our seat. So basically, bringing the bolster pretty much halfway down the mat. Let's sit on the bolster as we slowly lie on the floor. So this means our hips are going to be higher than our shoulders. Look at the screen if you don't know what I'm talking about. Bring your feet wide as the mat. If you're not on the mat, just wider than your hips. And extend your arms sideways, palm facing up, noticing how this gentle inversion just helps us to release the lower back. If your cushion is not firm enough, you might want to go grab an additional one and pile them up. Let's allow our knees to fall towards each other. That's going to help us release the lower back even more. Close your eyes. Make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Your shoulders are spread widely away from each other. Let's start breathing into our bellies, breathing and place one hand on the heart center or just the chest, the other hand on the belly. Making sure that your neck is long. The shoulders are relaxed, the elbows are relaxed. Can you just let your knees fall towards each other? Maybe they're not touching, but that's the intention. Allowing our hips to internally rotate without effort. Breathing into our hands. Once again, body scanning, noticing the sensations in your body. Noticing the information that your body's sending you. Without judgment, without attachment, let's just observe our bodies and receive that kind of information. Maybe today it's the hips that are tight. Maybe today's the lower back, like James was saying. Maybe it's the neck and the shoulders. Let's just notice it. Let's just be mindful of that. Not trying to change anything right now. Just being mindful, observing the sensations. Let's change the order of the hands. Whichever hand was on top goes to the bottom. So then the other hand goes to the belly. The other hand goes to the chest. Noticing the sensation of the hand on the skin of the trunk of the body and vice versa. What is the sensation of your torso on your hands? That connection, that communication that there is between your hands and the body and the hands. The breath is broad and long, trying to keep our inhales and our exhales equally long. All right, beautiful. Now we're going to start doing some windshield wipers. So let's try it with the bolster or with a cushion. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can remove it from underneath. Remember, this is your class. I'm only here to guide you. So let's relax the arms away from you as we let the knees drop towards the left. This is going to give us a lower spine twist, a bit of a massage on the left glute, or whichever glute is on the bottom leg. And breathe. Allow those knees to fall, to twist, those hips to externally and internally rotate. With the help of gravity, we are not doing anything. As I described at the beginning of class, the idea with restorative yoga is to do things passively, without effort. We're just allowing gravity to help us along with the use of props. Neck is long, shoulders are relaxed. Can you just let your knees drop a little bit more with every deep inhale and complete exhale? On the next inhale, bring your knees up and then let them fall towards the other side. In my case, it's the right side. This kind of hip twist is most effective when our feet are as wide as the mat. But maybe this is a little too intense for you. So then you want to bring your feet a little bit closer. So play around and see what works for you. Also remember that if the bolster or the cushion is too much for you underneath, please remove it and continue doing these exercises without it. Let's remember to inhale deeply and exhale completely. On the next inhale, bring the knees up. Now we're going to do some more dynamic windshield wiper where we're going to keep moving the knees side to side. This is going to continue giving us a lumbar massage, a glute massage. And again, if it's uncomfortable to have the cushion under the sacrum, then please remove it. It's your body, you know what's good for you today. Continue windshield wiping and noticing, along with the breath, how the sensations are different on one side to another, and also how things get a little bit easier, usually, the more we do it. So after 5 or 6 rounds of windshield wiping on either side, you might notice that the range is a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. But we want to make sure that our shoulders and neck are completely relaxed. Few more times like this, side to side. Releasing the sides, the hips, the glutes, the lower back. We're getting a gentle twist in the lower back spine. Breathing deeply. Exhale completely. Beautiful. Next time, let's come back into neutral, into stillness. Then slowly bring your knees to chest. Again, if having a bolster underneath you is a little too intense, remove it. Otherwise, keep it underneath like me. Neck is long and relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. It's just the biceps that are working to bring your knees a little bit closer to your chest, a little bit closer to your shoulders. Can you relax your belly? Can you relax your pelvic floor? Can you feel the release in your lower back? Let's do some circles with the knees in one direction. Few rounds like this, noticing again the sensations, mindful movements, breath-led movements. Change the knee directions to the other side. When the thighs coming into contact with the belly, we also get a bit of an abdominal massage. This is great for digestion. This is great for detoxification. Alright, and now finally we're going to bring our legs up. Alright, so bring your legs up, noticing how we can stretch our legs a little bit or a lot. So it's up to you. You don't have to have completely straight legs. We're just having a very gentle inversion. Our hips are higher than our shoulders, and our legs are also benefiting from this inverted position where the blood is just flowing towards the body. All right, let's split up the legs a little bit and do some ankle circles in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then we flex and point, either the same time or alternate. And slowly release the feet, bring your knees towards the left, and then roll over onto the left and slowly come up. So we meet again in cross-legged position. All right, let's just finish today's class with 1 minute of mindfulness. Bringing your hands onto our knees, lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck, relax your body. Coming back to the sensations in our body, body scanning, noticing the sensations of our breath, the diaphragm as it lifts and lowers along with the breath. We stay in silence. Already setting an intention for the rest of the day. Focusing inwards, focusing into our higher self. In that state of more calm and equanimous being. All we have to do throughout the day, when we need to tone down, to calm down the mind, calm down the emotions, is to start breathing and closing our eyes and noticing what's going on inside. Along with the breath, without attachment, without judgment. And we just relax. This is a place we can come back to at any time of the day. Now I slowly bring your hands together in heart center, lower your chin, bowing down as a way to seal our practice today, our class. Relax the shoulders. Thank your body for everything it does for you. Thank the force, the energy, the motivation that brought you to class today, whether you are watching me live or a class replay, if you watched this far. I thank you
all for coming to class with me. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thank you to James for joining me today. New students. Thank you, James. It's wonderful to have you here. I hope to have you back. Tomorrow is yin yoga and meditation. So it's more of a 15-minute deeper stretches. It's not like today where we're really going easy and relaxed. Tomorrow it's deeper and hold a little bit longer for half of the class, and then the other half of the class is mindfulness meditation. All right, so namaste. Have a beautiful day. Hope to have you all in class very soon. All right, goodbye.